Hi, my name's David Dickin, and I'm the Director of Alumni and Family Support at Rockside Ranch. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about what that means and what we do. You see, Rockside is more than just the 8-month program. It involves family support and support after the graduation. So our goal is to bring the student into Rockside, get them into the program, address their crisis, and help them to develop connection. One of the ways we do that is with community. We help them experience a new community. For example, I had one student that I asked, "How did you get off meth?" And initially he was saying, "Oh, I'm not sure." So I asked him, "Well, tell me about your community." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, my community before Rockside, it was a bunch of drug dealers. But now as a graduate, I have a new community." I said, "Well, where does connection fit in to your community story?" And he's like, "Oh, it's all about connection." So I said, "Tell me more about the connection." And he said, "Well, it's connection with God and with this new, healthy community." That's our top priority at Rockside Ranch, is for our students, these young men in crisis, to understand what it's like and what God's design is and how they can experience God's original design. And may that original design continue into the graduation experience. So when we talk about alumni and family support, we're talking about everyone. We want to support not just the student, but the family. Because we want to help you all heal and get connected to each other. So like we talked about earlier, the student is getting reconnected with God, they're beginning to understand healthy community, and they're getting connected. We also want to make sure that the student is getting reconnected with family. So I want to develop a relationship with the families as well. So look, sometimes my phone rings and it's a student and they've graduated and they tell me a story about a current crisis. And then they say, "I don't know what to do." And I say, "Wait a minute, maybe you do know what to do because you just called me." You know, before graduation, what would you have done? I know what you would have done, and you know what you would have done. You would have gone down to the corner and found the drug dealer, or you would have gone to the liquor store, or you would have self-medicated in some form or fashion, or maybe you would have isolated, or maybe you would have stopped communication. But now you reached out. You know what that means? That means you're a true soldier. And not only that, but what tool, I asked them, what tool is in your tool belt that you can use to address this stressor? So one of the delights that I've been experiencing is watching the students support each other. So what I've decided to do is launch a monthly Zoom call, and the students are thrilled and they can't wait to participate in this call. So look, I go all the way back to 2020, which in some ways was a long time ago, and in some ways it wasn't. But through that experience, I've gotten to know so many families. And I just can't thank you enough for supporting me, for trusting me with your child, for your prayers, for your support. And now in return, I want to make sure that you know that we're here to support you.